when can we expect the new mixtape to drop?
So the mixtape comes out November 7th. Church Clothes Volume 2. You can copy it anywhere and everywhere you can get a mixtape. That Piff, go to Lecrae.com, and then if you want the no DJ version, you can go to iTunes and go get that as well.
How'd you come up with the name Church Clothes?
Church Clothes is really about Church Clothes is about people not feeling like they gotta put on airs. You know what I mean? So a lot of times people, when you think of church, you think you gotta dress up for church. Like God expects you to pull yourself together and look presentable, but the truth is impartial to the way you look or your past or where you came from. Like the truth is the truth, and it'll rock you. And the truth will benefit anybody regardless of where they come from or what they look like.
Any guest appearances on the album?
Yeah, so guest appearances, man, I got my man B.O.B., my man Paul Wall from H-Time. You know what I'm saying? I got my whole, my own Camp Reach Records Camp, Tadashi and Derek Minor on there as well. And then an incredible young talent named Kevin Ross, who just got signed to Universal, amazing singer, and he kills it. So it's gonna be an amazing project. Production from Street Symphony, David Banner, Boy Wonder, and a lot of others, man. You gotta check it out.
Do you ever feel like you influence some of the artists that you work with, like some of the artists you've done songs with that are not in your same lane? You feel like you're an inspirational or influence to them?
I hope so. I hope I'm an influence. I hope that they take cues. I hear them say they respect what I do a lot, but I would hope that I could be influential. You know what I'm saying? Like it was deep to see Bun B, somebody who I, talk to, from time to time. It was deep to see him tweet like, I want to be more like Lecrae, and I was like, wow, you know what I mean? Like that meant a lot just to think like, this is Bun B UGK, you know what I mean? So stuff like that is dope, man. But I hope so. I'm not perfect. I don't have it all together, but I'm striving to be all that God has made me to be.
Sometimes I listen to your music, man, and I feel like it's not gospel music, or it's not classified in the gospel realm. Can you tell me why I feel that way?
Technically, my music isn't gospel, right? Like, I think when you think gospel, you think like singers or, a certain sound. And I mean, my music is hip hop, you know what I mean? So it's hip hop production, and you hear somebody rhyming, you know what I mean? And I care about the craft of rhyme as well. So I'm not just because I may talk about my faith or whatnot, doesn't mean I get to slouch on technical rhyming skills, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm a fan of hip hop. So when I listen to Kendrick or Cole or Wale, I'm thinking, okay, all right, I see you, and that makes me want to be better as well. So it's hip hop, but absolutely, I'm a Christian. Absolutely, I love Jesus. So you're gonna hear about that in my music, but that doesn't mean it's not hip hop.
When I think of you, man, you're like the first person I can think of that's doing what you're doing right now. Like, who inspired you? Like, what inspired you? Because you really have no blueprint for what you're doing.
Yeah, the closest person that I think of who was involved in mainstream hip hop, but yet maintained a sense of like a strong faith in a God consciousness, was Lauryn Hill. And she's one of my favorite artists. And if you even go back and listen to some of her old interviews, she talks about that. And she was ahead of her time, and she talks about just like she feels like her desire was to make music to show people that they have worth and that they were made in the image of God, you know what I mean? And so that's me as well. It's like I just want to represent what I believe to be true within hip hop culture. A lot of times you have everybody making music to celebrate a lot of the detrimental things, and it's more regressive music. It's like, let's regress and not think. And I'm about progression and causing people to think and to progress as a people, you know what I mean? So that's really what I'm about.
Top 5 rappers of all time.
Top 5 rappers, it's a long list, but at the top, top 5, I'm gonna say Andre 3000, Tupac, Biggie, Jay, Kanye. What's happening? This Lecrae right now. You're checking out allhiphop.com.